Well, guys, I know it has been a gigantic year. I'll spare you on the number that's designated for this year for the moment. But we would be remiss if we didn't talk about how it just keeps going right up until the last minute. Shit has not fucking stopped this year, and that is no joke. You tell him Steve Dave for 82-bit says, I've been waiting for the 10th drink to start drinking so I can try this thing called a Buzzball in a bottle labeled Dragon's Milk. Pummel Champ's feeling good tonight. Happy 2020. There it is. Drink.
Woo!
Drink.
Damage from Nashville Explosion causing disruptions to communication services in Louisville. Oh boy, This is not good. Now, guys, I hate to have to give you a little bit of the fucking negative news here, man. But again, like I say, would be remiss if we didn't send it out and tell you that if you got people out there that way, near Nashville, near Louisville, any of those places, give them a call, check on them, make sure they're all right out there. Now, here's the thing with this whole Christmas morning bombing. And by the way, what kind of fucking piece of shit...
And by the way,
that's not the point, Phil. And by the way, what kind of piece of shit do you have to be to blow something up on Christmas? In my mind, no fucking regular human would do that. Only a fucking...
werewolf?
Only the feds would do something like this.
Yeah, no human being would do something like this.
Are we kicked off yet? What happened? Okay, so
not yet.
I'm sure a lot of you know already about the bombing in Nashville. That's terrible. Luckily, injuries were very minimum there. There was an RV that was playing an audio recording telling people to leave the area. They blew up a data center owned by AT&T, and it caused, like it said, communication disruptions of varying types. Now, what's interesting to me, it says AT&T internet phones and 911 still out after Nashville bombing. What I see right there is 911 doesn't work. You know what I mean? Think about that for a second, friends. Imagine you're in trouble. Imagine something happens. Imagine somebody you love is hurt and you need an ambulance and you call 911 and nobody's fucking there, man. Holy shit, that's terrifying. That could be fucking
horrible.
terrifying. God damn it, man. So you see something like this happen, and what I see when I see this is that the bomb part, particularly because they went out of their way to reduce casualties based on that bomb, is that the explosion was a distraction, right? Yep. Phones, internet, 911 being down during that time. I think that's only the setup. I think the bomb was just for the setup there. This is just the fucking distraction.
It probably doesn't hurt. It probably doesn't hurt, too, that they took out 911. If you're going to do something wrong, if you're going to do something bad, you don't want 911 working.
Nobody can call. Right. You got it,
man.
Die
Hard plot, though?
And that's exactly right, Sherry. This is literally Die Hard 3. You know what I mean? Let's not forget Fort Knox is in this general service area, so... that could be potentially affected by this, too. I'd love to find out what the actual crime that this distraction was set up for was. Now, to say that it's nothing is ridiculous. The FAA shut down airspace over Nashville after the bombing, and the military warns that the U.S. government will use deadly force against any aircraft that enters as the FBI tries to hunt down the attacker. Okay, so the feds have sealed off the area, essentially. You can't get in. They just said they'll kill you if you try to come through there. That's what that's what that says, man. You know what I mean? Your government, whose paychecks are paid for entirely by your tax dollars, will kill you if you go to American soil that they don't want you to go to. That's where we are with this shit. So again, that looks like distraction. What the fuck is really going on in there during this time? You know what I mean? And as long as we're talking about movies, this is somewhat similar to, you ever seen a flick called Arlington Road? It's got Jeff Bridges in it, and Tim Roth is the bad guy, I guess, in that movie.
Tim Robbins, right?
Yeah, sorry. Wrong Tim. The tall one, not the little British one. But fucking Andy Dufresne, you know?
Right.
The thing is, man, in that movie, and this is, there's so much similarity here, part of what they talk about in that movie is how you can have these massive setups for these plots and find ways to pin it all on one person so that you can have a fall guy and then everybody else essentially gets away with it. And we're talking about some clandestine measures here with it looking very much like a distraction bombing and then it all being very hush-hush with what the government's doing there. Them giving them a lot of not anymore, you're not to local jurisdiction and law enforcement. I'm sure that's happening quite a bit. And then wouldn't you know it, police suddenly identify a person of interest in the Nashville RV bombing.
Patsy.
So you're saying intensifies. The guy that owned the RV, they didn't see him, they saw the truck because, you know, of course, Phil, it's impossible to steal vehicles and use them for other purposes. That would never happen. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Every vehicle that's ever been used for anything was only used by its registered owner.
Especially for crimes. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yeah. So the police immediately identify just one guy, and they say they are likely going to pin it all on him. And again, with a distraction this big in an area like that, you have to wonder what the likelihood is of a heist scenario here. But fear not, friends. You watch the Fright Power Hour, and luckily, we have obtained a secret file photograph of the man that they say is responsible for this potential gold heist. Oh my God, it's Jeremy Irons!
Watch, how did we not see it before? We should have known.
We should have fucking known better. I can't believe we didn't see it coming.
It's Simon Gruber.
Oh, boy.
I'm not a criminal. I'm an artist working in an unpopular medium. Can I just speak to you? I mean, really speak to you like man to man. I've known you for a long time, William. And I know about your penchant for spying on women.